Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, we got a busy day here on the landing today. I've got Uber set up over here, and I also got the Bluetti AC300 with the B300 battery. It is a 3,000 watt portable power situation, and I am excited to be partnered with Bluetti. As y'all know, I partnered with Bluetti here just a little while ago, and they have sent me another AC300 and B300 3,000 watt capability. But this time, woo, they sent me something else. Check this out. They sent me a 350 watt solar panel. The packaging got a little messed up on the delivery, but I believe that the panel is going to be okay. We're going to get this unboxed, get it hooked up to the Bluetti AC300, because today is going to be my mobile charging situation that I got going on here. It is a perfect solution for like camping, RV, and if your power goes out, as a backup battery situation, or if you're like me and you do a lot of projects at other people's places, like the Dreamers that we got over there in the corner. Instead of them having to run their generators because they're 100% off grid, it's going to allow me to have the Jeep Patriot set up right there with the Bluetti in the back, have my solar panels right here where I got some good sun, and be able to handle all of my charging needs, whether my laptop, my cell phone, my camera battery chargers, and I also need to put some air in Uber, and it's going to allow me to use the air compressor as well. And we're going to run some tests today while we're doing it. I've never ran one of these off of solar before, so I am very curious to see what kind of power this 350 watt solar panel will actually bring into the Bluetti, and see if I can keep this thing charged up for the day while I'm out here getting it in for my nephew. All right, guys, let's get this solar panel unboxed, take a look at it, get it hooked up, and see what kind of input these panels are going to bring. Well, my first initial thoughts straight out of the box is this solar panel right here. It has an amazing little fold up kind of briefcase type case situation with it, which is awesome. It's also got some really nice pockets right here to be able to hold all your cables, so I'm really liking that. And then also down here at the bottom, got a nice little kickstand. Bada! All right, let's get this thing opened up. I think I'm gonna like it. It's also got your model and your peak power and your all your information and stuff right there too. I'm liking it. Let's get it set up, get some sun going, and get this thing hooked up. I can't wait to see what the Bluetti AC300 and B300 with your 3,000 watt capability is gonna do with this here 350 watt solar panel. Woohoo! Let's get it. Oh yeah. You're nice. I got my assistant here, old Mike with Drifting Dreamers.
Oh look, even the straps retract.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Now that is quite an array of panels.
I like that.
Yeah. That right there opened up a lot wider than I thought. What Mike was talking about just now was they have some little straps that kind of go in and out for your little kickstands right here to keep them from kicking too far out. And also whenever you put them back in, it'll help retract them. So that's the back side. Well, now I'm curious to see it set up. Now here on the AC300 part and the B300 part, you got different plug-ins here. And one of these are gonna be for the solar.
It's gonna be.
I believe it's this one. Is for the solar on the AC300 side. So we're gonna unscrew this. One of the things that I like about Bluetti is simplicity. I really don't know a lot about solar. I'm learning. It's something I definitely need to learn. But they make it pretty simple. It's really just plug and play. Just kind of snap the stuff together. And then you got a little plug-in right here on the B300 that just plugs it in and you're good to go. Now I do already have this charged up almost completely with the generator, but this is the first time that I'm actually going to use this in a mobile type setting right here. Yesterday whenever I was working here, my laptop needed to be charged and all this other stuff, and I had to, you know, figure out other ways to get things charged. So today, hopefully, the Bluetti AC300 and with a B300 battery is going to fix my problems. Let's go ahead and get it turned on and see if we're actually pulling any wattage in from the 350 watt solar panel. All right guys, we got everything hooked up. I don't know how good y'all can see that with the sunlight, but it looks like we're pulling about 270, oh, 283 right there, 86, 85, come on. We're pulling about 280 watts in from the solar panels. I got it directed about the best that I can get from the sun right there. Those are 350 watt panels, so if I'm pulling 280 in, I am actually getting very good sunlight, and they are working very, very, very well.
Especially because it's early morning sun. This isn't even peak intensity. This is still 9:30 in the morning. So yeah, once it gets later to the day, I'm sure they'll pull in more wattage.
Yeah, so far so good guys. We're gonna go ahead and plug up a couple of things like my phone, and also hook the battery charger so I can get started on the tractor, and then I'll run my laptop and my phone charger throughout the day, and we'll kind of see where we're at with battery percentage and everything like that and see how it's keeping up. All right guys, what I decided to charge for the day while I'm out here running Uber, I got my laptop plugged up into one of the 20 amp max right here. I also have one of my phones up here on the quick charge where you just lay it in the center right there and bam, it's like magic. And then I also got a jump start quick charge for the battery for lift right here that needs to be charged up. We're going to run that off the USB-A 18 watt right here. So right now we're bringing in 242 watts from the solar. Let's start with turning on the DC first. Boom. Let's see what kind of DC load that we're going to end up pulling. Looks like right now just 17 watts with the charger and the phone. Let's go ahead and turn the AC on. And it looks like the laptop is pulling about, say, 50 watts. So together that's about 85 watts, and we're pulling in 241. We should not have an issue. We should actually charge up past the 75% by the end of the day, and actually have 100% charge by the end of the day, and running these small units. Now this does have a 3000 watt capability, so it can run an awful lot more. But I don't really have those needs today. I'm just using it as a mobile basic workstation. So this is really cool. I want to thank Bluetti for the AC300 and the B300, and definitely for the 350 watt solar panels. I'm excited to test this out today with you guys. We'll come back and check it at about lunchtime in about 3 hours and kind of see where we're at, and then we might add something else to it and go ahead and run it for about another 4 hours and check it then and see if it can stand up through the day. All right guys, got to get to work. I'll bring y'all back when we're ready for lunchtime. All right guys, it is lunchtime. The sun has shifted, so I have moved the panels. We're not getting a ton of sun here, but we are getting some. Let's see how much we're actually bringing in right now. And it's only pulling about 8 right now, so we are starting to get charged. We did drop down to about 72%, which with the sun cover that we're getting right now is really not bad, because we also charged up that quick charge for the tractor, and was able to go ahead and move the tractor. So we are definitely making some progress. I'm going to reshift these solar panels right here a little bit to try to catch a little bit more of the sun for this evening sun that we're about to get. And we're going to go ahead and find something else to charge, and then we'll check it at the end of the day, and that'll be a good 7 to 8 hour test right there. And then I'll give you my overall thoughts on it. As a mobile charging station, it is working flawlessly. I absolutely love it. It's also so easy to move. Getting a little bit more sun on the panels. Let's see if it's made any difference. Oh yeah, we're pulling in 81 watts now, guys, just with a shift. And it looks like we're using about 13 watts. This has been an absolute game changer for me here on the mountain, to be able to have something that I could throw in the Jeep there and just kind of go around the mountain, be able to keep my drills, my cameras, my phones, and everything like that that I use on a daily basis here on Come On Mountain. Thank you, Bluetti. All right, guys, the work day is just about over. As y'all can see, I have been busy out here today, and the Bluetti AC300 with the B300 battery has also been busy putting in the work today. Let's do one last final check. I'm not getting a whole lot of wattage in right now because it's the end of the day, and I'm not going to readjust it. I got 22 watts. We started the day out at 75, and I have been charging all kinds of stuff all day long, guys, with very low sun, and only lost 5% of the battery. I call that an absolute win. The Bluetti AC300 is going to be a game changer here for me on the mountain, not only for the tiny house and the cabin, but to be able to be mobile as well. Whether I want to be camping or doing a remote building job like this, where you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have no power solution, the Bluetti AC300 is your solution, guys. Make sure that you check out in the description. You will see a link to Bluetti, to where you can get your very own. I want to thank again Bluetti for sponsoring this video and partnering up with me, and I am looking forward to a long-term relationship with you guys, because I absolutely love your product. Not only is it a huge battery capacity, but you have 6 20 amp max plugs, plus a 30 amp max plug and a USB-C, 4 USBs, plus you also got another USB-C and A down here at the bottom on the B300 part of it, as well as one of the lighter plugs, the 12-volt plugs. Wow, that's not all, guys. You can actually put another B300 on the AC300 and have double the battery capacity. Absolutely amazing. Whoo, I can't wait to see what Bluetti sends me next, because what y'all have gotten me so far has been a game changer. But I need to get off here, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in to this video, and I finally got solar here on Come On Mountain. All right, guys, we are back in the cabin, and I wanted to do one more test with the AC300 with the B300 battery. I wanted to use it for a little while and really get a good sense of how well it performs before I finish off this video with you. As you've seen, this video started while we was getting these guys prepped for their shed delivery, and it is there.
It's so amazing.
So now we're going to do one more test. I have the AC300 here in the cabin right now, and I have unhooked everything from it except for the main refrigerator freezer here in the cabin. I want to do a big appliance test here on the AC300 and see how much power it will use in about a 12-hour scenario. I think that's a really good test for like an off-grid situation, or maybe like a storm and a power outage or something like that, to really give a sense if you can keep your essential appliances, like something where your groceries are now, come on, that's essential in my opinion. You know I like them groceries. So what we're gonna do is right now we are at 78%. So I'm gonna note 78, and that refrigerator right now with it just kind of on is at about 60 watts right now. Now whenever it kicks on to cool a little bit, it might spike a little bit over this 12 hours, but I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 12 hours. I'm actually going on a little bit of an adventure today, so Mike is going to come back in 12 hours and check it, film it for you guys, and then we'll close this video out and give a good honest review here on this AC300 by Bluetti. It's been a game changer for me here on the mountain, and I can't thank Bluetti enough for hooking me up and partnering with me, and I'm looking forward to a long relationship with them, because so far I am really enjoying the products that they have submitted here for me to review. So all right guys, let's come back in about 12 hours and see if it worked. Come on.
All right guys, well, I do apologize. It's been a little bit more than 12 hours. I kind of forgot to come back up here and check it yesterday. I had a lot going on with the family. So it's been a little bit closer to about 18 hours. We're gonna check it out. Okay, 13%. Running at about 115 watts right now. Everything's running. Compressor must be running. Wow, still at 13%. That is super impressive. 18-hour challenge. Nice. Good job, Bluetti.
All right, I've made it back to the mountain, guys. I want to thank Mike for concluding that test for me. It is amazing to me how well the Bluetti actually works. The AC300 has been a game changer for here on Come On Mountain. I want to thank Bluetti for sending me their product for review. It has helped me out tremendously here on the mountain, and also for you guys. Bluetti is now running a Christmas special where you could potentially save up to $1,000 to $2,000 in between December the 11th through the 25th. So be looking out for that link in the description. Man, Bluetti, you have changed the game here on Come On Mountain. But as always, guys, do something nice for somebody. Take a small step closer to your goal. But always, guys, and I do mean always, come on, keep it real.